mics on my Patreon or when I'm doing one-on-one lessons, one of the biggest things I notice with my students that aren't progressing is they aren't spending enough time learning how to play in time. These exercises are designed to do just that. Use them at the warm-up at the beginning of your playing before you play some songs. They only take a couple minutes and you will level up your playing massively. New ukulele tutorials Wednesday and Saturday. Printable tabs for becoming a Patreon. Links in the notes. Cheaper than a cheap cheeseburger. Additional links in the description, including my email for one-on-one lessons. That's the spiel. Grab the ukulele brain attention span and let's get better. Only 2 chords, C and G. To really improve your playing and to maximize these exercises, it is much better to minimize what you're doing chord-wise so we can maximize what we're doing with the right hand. We're going to start off with mixing fingerpicking and strumming quarter beats. Make a C. And we're going to pluck thumb on the G string, index finger on the E, thumb on the C, index on the A. This is what we would call something like alternate finger picking because we're alternating the strings, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to follow that up with 4 down strums on the C on the quarter beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next time through the finger picking, reverse order, starting on the G string with your index finger, C string with your thumb, E string with your index, G with your thumb. Then down 4 times on the C. The most important thing with this exercise is that all of the notes that you're finger picking, they are the same volume and that we are doing this in time. Everything's on beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercise number 1. Here we go. Example number 1. Even before you start playing though, let's count it. So we know where the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 are, okay? Ready? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 80 beats per minute. So far, so good. Number 2, we are going to introduce the G chord. We're going to do the exact same rhythm we did earlier. Only the second time through, we're going to do G. So it's just the first half, right? Just G, E, C, A strings. We get to the G, same thing. G string, E string, C string, A string. This is the 3rd measure. If you don't know what measures are, you see that each of these are divided with a vertical line. Those are measures. And we're in 4/4, meaning each measure has 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these tabs here are 4 measures. And the 3rd measure would be where we introduce the G chord. If you have a high G, the first 2 notes are the exact same. Then down, down, down. Put the whole thing together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now as you notice, the first time through, I was very soft with that first G string. We want to try to make sure all of these notes that we're finger picking are the same volume, okay? We're gonna stick with 80 beats per minute throughout the whole entire lesson, just so you guys know, okay? Next one, same beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just getting that G in here, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 3, now we are going to introduce eighth notes. Okay, it's the same pattern that we've done, exact same, but we're going to do it twice as fast. So it's 1 and 2 and you get through the pattern in 2 beats instead of 4. So we do it 2 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. The third measure sees us play it in reverse. We've already seen that. That was in the very first exercise. But twice as fast, it's a little tricky. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, in terms of eighth notes, when you hear a normal beat, normally the most basic beat is kick, snare, with the kicks on the 1, 3, and the snares on the 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The little metal drum you hear, the it's called a hi-hat, and that usually happens in the most basic beat on the eighths. Now there's a lot of variation within the drums. This is just a basic idea, but you'll hear, and that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's what we're doing with these eighth notes. And then I switched to the chords, so it's actually kind of hard to beatbox and do this. Before we jump in, now that we've done this, we're going to learn to count the eighths with the drum. So here you hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and this is something you can do in your car while you are driving around. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed a note in the second time through on the 16ths with the reverse order, measure 3, but I didn't stop. That's also important to know how to mess up. When you're doing these things, a lot of people make a mistake and they go right back to the beginning. It's better just to keep on pushing. You're gonna make mistakes when you're playing with friends. You're gonna make mistakes live. Learning to just let them roll off you, staying in beat, is very important because you can't restart a song. The other thing too is if you always go back to the beginning, you're not going to learn how to just stay in the flow and in the time. So if you make a mistake, don't go back to the beginning. Keep on playing. Keep on pushing. Yeah. Ooh, keep on pushing. Same idea, but now our strumming is going to become eighth notes as well. Now you'll notice though, it's not going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The very last beat, we're only going to do it down, and that gives us time to set up for finger picking. So very slowly, this one will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, let's try to play through this one again. I just made a mistake. I'm not going to leave it in there because it's for time-wise, but I want you to know that I made a mistake too. We're all making mistakes. That's totally okay. This is how we improve. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Also made another little mistake in their finger picking. All right, you hear them. Maybe I should add these to my warm-ups as well. One of the areas that I continually feel myself making a mistake is the finger picking being the same volume. So that would be an area that I would note and I would focus, and I would make it a point to really work on these things. By identifying your mistakes, you can help create a better practice routine by practicing your mistakes. If you practice what you're good at, you're not going to get better. You have to practice what you need to improve. And to know what you need to improve, you need to play and be smart and identify these areas of weakness. All right, here we go. You get this because you got the last one. You're feeling good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Exercise. Now we're going to introduce the G, and this one is eighth notes on the finger picking, quarter notes on the strumming. If you've been paying attention, you know what I'm saying, which means you're starting to get the lingo. Look at you out there in learning land, learning music. You're doing a great job. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to add the eighth notes in the strumming, but we're going to do it in a way that's a little different. Over the strumming, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're not adding eighth notes across the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're only adding 1 up. The ability to mix and match your strumming will make you a better player, because if you ever listen to a band, they're not going to play the strum pattern through the whole song. They're not going to just sit here and play down, down, up, down, up, 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 mix in extra ups and downs every now and then. Okay, and so the ability to mix and play these things will make you a better player because it's going to make your strumming more fluid and natural, but it starts with practice. It starts by doing these things intentionally, then later you can do them spontaneously. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One and two and three and four and 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1. These chord shapes are all movable too, okay? So that is an understanding of my left hand, but as I'm doing these more advanced ideas, to make them sound good, it's all about the right hand and getting them in time. Cool, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. One area I keep kind of making a mistake is that thumb on the G string because I'm just missing it where it's a little flat. Know the different ukuleles. Different ukuleles are going to play finger pick and play different. Kind of know the body of it, know where you make mistakes, and adjust accordingly. Next example. Now we are going to mix like we do with the strumming. Next example. Now we're going to mix quarter notes and eighth notes like we did with the strumming, but over the finger picking. So here with the C pattern, you're going to pluck the G, then the C string, and then you're going to go into our familiar pattern. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, sounds really good. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, then C, down, 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 up, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. Ooh, we are getting twisted. What we're doing here is C, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and over the G, the exact opposite, 1, and 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. we're going to mix fingerpicking and strumming within the measure. So here we're going to do the same thing that we just did, but instead of going to the 8th fingerpicking, we're going to strum down 2 times on the C. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to turn up the heat a little bit. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And add our familiar 8th note finger picking style. So if we play through it, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. If you have to, when you're doing this, count it out loud. That will also help you learn to play and sing at the same time, because you're speaking and strumming. So you're learning to kind of put the strum on autopilot a little bit. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. All right, very last one. I made this one difficult on purpose. This would be that last little stretch when you're running a marathon, it's the last mile. When you are looking for another analogy, it's the last analogy. So what we're going to do here is C to G. You're going to pluck 1 and 2. You got that, right? And it's the same old faithful thumb, index, thumb. But on the and after the second beat, we switch to G. So you're going to go 1 and 2 and get that ring finger on the 3rd fret right there on the and. 1 and 2 and 3. Now the 3 is going to ring out, but count it because it's going to help you keep time. Then you're going to go and play the same note again, and then your thumb down to the 2nd fret of the C string. So this measure really slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Over the C, we're going to go down, down, up. 1, 2, and. So we're going to change to the G on the up. Now this is fairly common strategy that you're going to see later in both 16ths in 8ths and 16ths, which is more advanced timing, like. Good gracious, Marty! So we're going to go down, down, up, and follow that up with an up, down. That's it, okay? So we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 4, and 4, 1, 2 and 4, 1 and 2 and 4, 1, 2 and 4, 1 and 2 and 4, 1, 2 and 4. All right, here's the hard one. Let's see if we can get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. Excellent work, y'all. You did a great job today. Pat yourself on the back and incorporate these in your warm-ups. Find the last one that was easy for you and the first one that was kind of difficult. I would start there. Do it when you pick up your ukulele every single time as a warm-up and a cool down. If you have 5 minutes and you're waiting by the door and your partner's looking for their keys, grab an ukulele, run through it one time. You do this for a month. All of your playing, all of your strumming, everything you do is going to sound better. I promise. There we go. So that's our digital pinky promise. And I look forward to the testimony. Let me know in the comments below. You can do that whole thing that's like, it changed my world. It changed everything about the way I play ukulele. It made me a better player. It made me talk like I was from 1936. All right, catch you on the flip side. Yeah. So there you go, folks. Add those at the start of your playing, and you will level up. You will improve. Try them with different chords. This is just C and G. It is meant to limit what we're doing harmonically and maximize what we are doing rhythmically. I almost invented a word like fingerpicking, digitally, anthropologically speaking. Rhythmically. So put these at the beginning of your playing. You will level up, you will improve, you will be a better player, and at the end of the day, that is the goal. Now you do this, you can sing in time, everything's in time, you can jam better, you make a better jam partner, you make a better rhythm player for people to jam over. You just are a better, more well-rounded, better playing musician. All right, until next time. Keep on working. Woo!